Welcome along to MuzoHub. This week is episode 14, and big congratulations to Steve Saxton and his team for rocking the vines a couple of weeks ago. We had Steve on last show, and they had a very successful day up at the Rifle Brigade Hotel. And yeah, well done, Steve, and looking forward to bigger and better things next year. Also that day we actually live streamed two of the acts, and got a lot of positive comments back from about that, so hopefully we'll be doing that again really soon. This week's show we have a fine young vocalist named Stacy Varner here. How are you, Stace?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Now, Stacey's only 14 years old, is that correct?
Yep.
And is becoming well known around the Bendigo area for her vocal and accompanying herself on acoustic guitar. So,
Yep.
Now, Stace, just wondering, what are your first memories of music? What got you interested in music?
Well, I just remember being like really little, and Dad would like be out in his shed working or in the house, and he'd like play Iron Maiden as loud as he could, and me and my brother would just like run around. We just loved the type of music, so
Yeah. So Dad sounds like a bit of a headbanger then. Is that correct? And not say too much. He could be listening he might be far away actually. So that style of music's had influence on you. So
Yeah,
would you say your style is heavier, or is that where?
Well, like when I perform, I try to do like more newer songs to like get the crowd more interested. But definitely, heavy metal type of music would be like my most influential. Like obviously being like female vocalist and like all my favourite bands being like male fronted, it's like, I don't know, it's just good to like see how they can turn their passion into something that they love to do. So it's really cool.
Yeah, and I suppose it's a little bit hard playing acoustic to get that that sort of heavier feeling across.
Yeah.
So, do you write any of your own songs, or is it just covers at the moment?
At the moment, I'm just like performing covers, but I do try and like write, but I haven't actually like performed any yet. So, except for the one that's being performed tonight.
Okay, and so how old were you when you first started, actually playing or singing and things like that? Were you?
Well, so like younger years was always like school choir and whatever. So then when I was about grade 4, I actually got proper singing lessons, and from there I've like gone on to like now. So that's 5 years, I think. And like guitar, I did that in about grade 6 for about a year, but since then I've just like taught myself.
Okay, excellent. So your first public gig, was that how was that? Was that stressful, and what was it?
I was young, so it was a bit nerve-wracking, but I think it was either at my dad's birthday, or if it was at one of like the music school I went to, like if it was one of their concerts. I can't remember which one it was. Yeah.
So, but it was you enjoyed that feeling of being up there performing.
It's really cool.
And that's a common thing. You wouldn't do it if you didn't have that little bit of a buzz, I think. Yeah. So you just play acoustic? Do you play any other instruments, or no, just guitar?
Yeah, just guitar.
Yeah. And what about a band? Do you play? I've heard you play in a school band. Is that correct?
Yeah. Like my band, like we're just like a couple of friends from school. And we just get together and do like mostly like school things, like assemblies and like fundraise things and whatnot. So
yeah, cool. And what are you up to today? Like at this stage, what are you doing as far as gigging? Are you playing out public much? In the band or solo?
Mostly solo. So like today I performed at SPAN, which is the Suicide Prevention Awareness Network, and I did about like half an hour set there this morning. So that was really good. Such a really good cause to get involved with.
It certainly is.
Yeah. And then later on today, I just came from singing at Brady's Tavern, Stratford say. So yeah, been there the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, and how did that go, Brady's Tavern?
Yeah, that went well. Yeah.
Good crowd.
Yeah, it was. It was quite big.
Have you got any plans for like down the track for recording or writing more of your own?
Yeah, definitely. It's always good to like write your own stuff and get it out there. So yeah, when I come up with some stuff.
Very good. Now, have you got any advice for other young people or older people, even if they're out there and they're like even my age, if they're out there and they're thinking about playing or singing or whatever, what would you say, you know, is the best way to get into it?
Yeah, well, if you love it and it's a passion, you're obviously going to want to go out and do it and perform. So try and find places that will let you perform and go to open mics or whatever, just to get out there and have a go. And yeah, it's good. So if you love it, then do it.
Yeah. I think one of those things that, like Stacey just mentioned, the open mics or jam sessions and that are a great way for people to get out of that playing just at home and get out, at least watch other people playing.
Yeah, definitely.
I think the Golden Vine's still Tuesday nights, as far as I know, they have theirs.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the Newmarket have an open mic, isn't it?
Fridays now, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, anyway, we can put that up on the screen there
Yeah.
later. And you've got a talented brother as well, haven't you, that plays in a band? We had him in not long ago. Jaden, what's Jaden up to?
Jaden is still performing pretty much nearly every weekend, which is really good. So that's like we're like going out and seeing all the bands and seeing what everyone else can do. Like I go out and watch Jaden's band and then all the other bands there, and it's great. It's almost every weekend. So.
Yeah, cool, very good. And now you've got a song that we're going to play in a second, a clip that we recorded in the studio here. What can you tell me about that song?
Well, that song was written by me and my friend last year, Sean, and we performed that at our school Battle of the Bands. So, and we actually won, which was really cool. So yeah, we wrote that last year, and yeah.
Yeah, and what's it actually about?
It's about, we wrote about like war and like the times of that. So.
Excellent. Very good. Oh, well, thank you very much for coming in today and having
Thanks
a
for
chat.
having me.
And good luck with all your gigs, etc.
Yeah, thank you.
And we'll get you back when you've put your first single out and get you to come in and perform that. So that's about all we have time for tonight on MuzoHub. And here is Stacey and Sean. Sean Null, is that right, Stacey?
Yeah, that's
Sean. Performing their song, which is called?
The Battle of.
Okay. See you next week. Bye.
Guns are falling. Enough of war from what is a drain. Only injuries, guns, blood, death, and pain.
If you'd like to stay connected with MuzoHub, don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter.